Stony Brook Community Development District. This is Tuesday, May 28th, 2024. The time is 6:01 p.m. and let the record reflect that all supervisors are present in person and roll call. Madam Chairwoman.
Yes, any public comments? Yes, you want to step up to the podium? Can I have your name and your address, please?
Sure. My name is Chris Larson, and I live at Bricks and Run Loop. And I just wrote some stuff down that I play a lot of golf, so that's what I'm here to talk about today. Though I don't attend the board meetings, I do want you to know that I watch them. I watch all of them since we moved in October of 2022. I feel like I have a complete understanding of the board members, their responsibilities, and I commend you on the fine job that you're doing. A few examples being the repaving of the roads and the sidewalks, the patio expansion at Duffy's, and the driving range improvements, amongst others, I'm sure. While I don't use many of the amenities like pickleball, baseball, tennis, soccer, even the gym, I do play golf, and I do play a lot of golf. So, and it's in this capacity that I'm here today, and I think it's important to express input as a golfer and as a resident. I would like to congratulate Jeff Nixon on a fine job that you've done for the course. The staff you've compiled are amazing, and the golf operations from arrival to departure is by far a fantastic experience. I'm sad to see you go. I believe that you've left the course in a better place, and I wish you success in your future endeavors. And to the board, I believe it's important to build on Jeff's success. And during your past meetings, it has been said several times that you like to hire from within whenever possible, and I could not agree more. Today, I'd like to express my full support to Kyle Schulte for head professional of the Stony Brook Golf Club. I know that he has been promoted on an interim basis, but I believe that you do not need to look any further for another candidate. Kyle welcomed me to the golf league on Saturdays, and on the first day he paired me with another Larson, Scott Larson. He's of no relation, but that pairing allowed a conversation to begin not only with Scott, but with other members of the league. Scott is no longer with us, but I will never forget the first day that we played together. Playing golf in the league has been fulfilling. It offers a variety of games that are played, and every week you're paired with different individuals who are kind and passionate about the game, and Kyle has the skills to engage people in a positive manner and opens doors for relationships to be fostered. And over the past year of getting to know him, it has been extremely pleasant. He's a gentleman. He carries himself with positivity, integrity, and grace. Any sports fan like myself understands what it means to be an underdog. If you believe in somebody's talent and ability and give them the opportunity to prove themselves, they will deliver and deliver more than you expect. Kyle has learned and grown under Jeff's management style, which is the best way to keep Stony Brook's vision moving forward. Kyle has experience in many things. He's an entrepreneur, a golf professional, a teacher, and demonstrates leadership, all of which are necessary to fulfill the duties of head pro. I have no doubt that Kyle will manage the operations flawlessly. He has a vision and ideas that will expand the experience for players, staff, and while increasing revenue for the golf club. The task of managing the budget will come easy, as he has extensive background in computing. He also understands what it means to serve on a board, because he served as a secretary in his own homeowners association. So please accept my endorsement, and I hope that the board will, and the rest of the community will support Kyle and know that the course will be in good hands. So thank you.
Thank you very much, Chris. Appreciate that.
Thanks, Chris. Your cards. Chris, your cards.
Yeah, we don't need them. Unless you want us to put them all in the minutes of the meeting so we can review them. Okay, anyone else? Okay, thank you. All right, for the golf course, John is going to go first. John's son is graduating, so he's going to pop out in about an hour. So, John, you're on.
Real quickly, so we have some new flowers installed, as you have seen. That time of year, some new pine straw and mulch. We're finishing up with the mulch right now on some cul-de-sacs, and we got to do out in front of this building here. a couple other little spots. Bridge updates, let's start with the bridge. So that started, the bridge work started today. 13, the bridge has already been dismantled and removed. That's where we currently are. Tomorrow, they'll probably lay down the foundation pieces. They brought like 4 concrete slabs that have 2 like concrete pillars so that they'll put the columns on those. Keep it stable in that soft area, a little bit more stable. And we'll see how it goes from there. Most of the material was delivered as well today for them.
Was that quicker than anticipated? Because it seemed like when they were talking, the dismantling of the bridges would be the most time-consuming.
Well, this one does not, I mean, this one's only a couple feet off the ground, so
Okay.
it's
I was
not a
just
lot,
curious.
you know, it's easier to access, you can stand on both sides and grab at it, so it's a
Yeah.
lot easier. The other ones are,
Good
you
point.
have to like take it.
Right, because you're over lakes and so
Right.
forth, so, all right. I was just curious, I thought maybe,
Which also brings to a point, we talked about this, me and the gentleman Jacinto. When it comes time to do number 5, would it be possible to bring in a dumpster for like 3 or 4 days? Where would we put it?
It's going to be shut down, right? The whole 9 will be shut down.
Yeah, but you don't want
We
to put it
can't
down.
take, the truck can't drive on that bridge to number 5. So
So-
remember, we got 3 bridges on 5, so
Yeah.
where could we stage it?
So where are you thinking? What,
Right in the middle of them, right in the middle of the bridges, right?
No, because they're dismantling the bridges and they're taking that material, putting it in that dumpster.
Right, so the dumpster would be right in the middle of the 2 bridges.
no, but then how are they going to get out?
That's what I was thinking, but we don't own, well, even then, it would probably, we could probably put it in the back corner of the parking lot.
I can ask the HOA if we can use
It's
that.
that's HOA property, right?
Yeah.
What if they put it by the 5th,
What if we put it by the water, by the bathrooms?
bathroom?
We're not going to be using that anyway. They're going to be
room
closed.
Too wide. They're too wide. It'd basically take up a lane of traffic for where it's sitting.
No.
People would have to go around, they wouldn't be able to see. I would-
No, can
On
you?
the path.
On the
Towards
path.
bathroom.
You know, so if we have to fix the grass afterwards, you know, where the golf cart, listen, where the golf carts go over, just put it right there, because the bathrooms are going to be closed, because the course is closed.
I'll look at that tomorrow. I'll look at that and see, because there's a big oak tree, right there, and it might be a problem dumping, but let me look at that. That's
Okay,
an option.
that, and if not, then I'll contact the HOA to see if we can use Port Rush.
area behind
what,
the bathroom, that common ground area behind the bathroom.
Yeah,
Behind
not
the
much
pool.
room, and it's
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
slope. Yeah,
I was thinking more behind the pool.
There's that big grass area behind the Port Rush pool.
That'd be closer than
That's
going
also
in.
their
we'd be
property.
resodging. There'd be definitely some
Common
sod work
ground or
going
is
on.
It's common.
That's
Common ground. We take care of that, right, John? That's common ground.
Yeah, it's common.
Yeah, so that's ours.
But I don't think we own, I think we own that pool. I think that's under the CDD property that owns the pool, no?
No, the HOA owns the pool, but the property behind it, because they did come to us when they wanted to have a picnic there one time.
Yeah. Let me look at that area on 5 and,
Look at both areas and see what would be the easiest.
yeah. But if not, he said he was just gonna bring a trailer that he has and like try to neatly stack everything and then just haul it up. It would logistically and time consume, it would just be nice to have it there, put everything, they come and take it.
Right,
You know,
and-
that's all on them, their cost and everything, there's no cost on them.
And then what about the grass if it's
So
too...
obviously, replaced.
Okay. I would think that would probably...
The other option would be, the Duffy's parking lot.
That's too far away.
It's so far away.
I want it close to where they're working.
Because, I mean, I have room at the shop, but I was
They're
like,
gonna have
that's the
to empty
farthest
that
point
thing
away
a
from
couple
the
times.
maintenance, you know?
If you see how much
just a
debris,
nightmare hauling.
if you see how much
Plus,
debris
you're
they're
dropping
gonna have, they're gonna have
stuff
to dump it a couple
along the
times.
way, you know?
Where are they going to dump it?
What's that?
You said they have to empty the dumpster a couple of times. Where were they going to dump it?
That's the company that they hired the dumpster from. They haul it off and bring it.
So when it's full, they take it and they bring another one?
They bring another one, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
John, see if it'll work on that grass behind
Yeah,
the
I will. We'll
pool.
look at that, tomorrow.
Okay.
I'll get with,
I think that would
Jacinto.
probably be the best bet.
Yeah, in Lipa, that grass area is all HOA, I can tell you.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, I think it is.
So like,
Oh, but we take care of, yeah, okay.
preferably like parking lot so that they can get it out easier. The guy picking it up,
Yeah.
Just want to back
He's gonna
in,
be-
grab it, back in.
He's gonna be doing this, I mean, just judging from the amount of debris from the one today, they're probably gonna have 10 or more pickups, I would think.
Yeah, depending on the
Okay,
size. Yeah.
what you'll need to do is give me a date, time frame of when they think they're going to do it, and how many days? Because I'll have to ask the HOA to say.
We'll try to make that 5 work or something over there, because to be honest with you, we got these new paved roads, and then dropping that thing off and pulling it, I don't want them scratching and maybe if it hits and gouges the corner of it, I don't want to, we just got these new roads.
So where are you thinking? You're thinking?
Somewhere like the crossover at 5 by the bathroom, he could back in there and just drop it down in there. I'll get with Jacinta, and we'll figure it out.
I think that would be a good place,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll
Because
make
the bathrooms
something
are
like
going to be closed anyway.
Yeah. Even if we have to put it on the grass area, like you said, replace that grass there, we'll figure that out.
Okay.
Okay. I'm still waiting on the Duffy's parking lot. It's almost there, the landscape bit. They're waiting still on curbing costs. Nobody wants to commit to a linear foot cost. And I said, just tell them to give an estimate and put as of right now. Just give us something. You know what I mean? Like, let's just get this going. So they're going to do it as replacing the whole entire curbing around every little island in there. Cost is what they're going to put in there. So, I mean, for what it's worth. I don't know if you've looked at it, but it's pretty bad. And there's going to be a lot of damage done, which is also a little bit of concern of mine too, because we got the new pavement now. So we're kind of like a catch-22. We mentioned this one time, we talked about this, like, hey, we're going to get this pavement, but we will, this paving done, we will want to redo the landscaping.
Yeah, I didn't want to redo the landscape.
Yeah.
Concrete curbing?
Yeah. Because there's going to be damage done. I mean, there's going to be collateral damage. You know, you're just pulling something out by nature, even if you didn't touch it, but you pull, roots and.
Oh, we'll have to go back and.
And there might, and to my point to that, there might even be pavement damage. The same roots underneath the pavement are growing underneath that curb, or underneath that curb or underneath the pavement. So just something to think about. Okay, airification today is going as good as it can. It's so hot. It's so hot. Had a lot of little hiccups today, but we got through them all. There's no rain in sight, so we're not worried about that. What do we want to do as far as closure now? Because we talked about this. Because originally we were going to close throughout the continuum. We were going to have the front 9 closed, but now we're leaving it open. We're going to open back up Saturday. Is that the game plan?
The back 9?
If you're ready to go, yes.
Everything, because the front 9's nothing's happening to the front 9 as far as bridge work. So
No, I mean, the back 9's going to be closed because of that bridge. I'm saying you're open.
that should be done by Friday.
Right.
If it's done by Friday, yeah, we can open up.
Open up Saturday, close Monday again.
So my thoughts were that, the email I got said they start June 10th.
June 10th, which is not next week, but the week after.
So June 10, close the front, the back will be open
Till 2 weeks.
2 weeks until or however long it takes.
Right. So just for those of you that don't know or aren't in the loop, we're still going to stay closed for the same amount of time. We just had to separate that time frame off the front and back due to them having problems getting some of their materials and what they needed.
So you aerate the tees and green fairways?
What's that?
They're going to aerate the tees?
So I try to do, not this time, but because we're so busy, we got to do that land bridge tomorrow on 13. We got a lot of but the next airification, we're going to try to do fairways too.
So we're going to do airification when we're closed the front 9 for the bridges, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So that same week. Do you think it's going to be a week or 2 for
They said 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Because they got, 9 bridges or 8 bridges on that side?
That many?
Yeah, it's one.
I thought we had 7 total.
8 total, 7 up front, 1 in back.
Oh, okay.
6, 7. There's 7 on the
2,
side.
4, 3 on 5,
3 on 5, that's 5.
8 and 9.
8 and 9.
Okay.
7. Yep.
Okay.
The other thing Jacinto was saying was as they demoed this one bridge in between 13 and 14, by far the worst bridge, most damage, most rot, everything, the piers are in great shape. So that bodes well for the other,
Oh,
for the
yeah.
other ones.
Yeah, 'cause that's in a low swamp area.
Yeah, we may have a pier or 2 to replace, but I think it's going to be more because of like installation error, a bolt went through, caused a crack or a split or something like that. But
Okay.
very promising.
Good.
Happy to see that.
To touch on last meeting, you guys had asked me about, hey, didn't we get a quote from Carter Fence for the perimeter? We did, and I found it. It was like, it's $245,000.
Oh, right.
But we kicked Carter Fence basically off the
Curb.
property because they couldn't get the handrail done. Remember, we was like 8 months into the handrail incident, and they were part of that first. While they were doing that, we brought them, so, but yeah, it was 200, I have it right here, it was,
Well, so we're not used, so,
234,000, and then I think we tabled it for a little after.
yeah.
So that's just an update on that.
When did we get that bid?
September of 2023.
So it's probably changed.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
sure. And Carter doesn't even come back and talk to us.
Right, I mean,
That's a ballpark estimate though, so
right.
probably gonna be 20 grand more than that.
Is that general fund?
Yeah.
Even if it butts up against golf course?
Or no, it'd have to be separated, wouldn't it?
I can't think it, but.
I was just wondering, because
Typically general fund.
that's what I was thinking too, because it's a preserve. Golf course doesn't own the preserve.
Of security and keep a lot of
Right.
things out. And yeah, golf course benefits a little bit from a wild boar kind of thing.
Also, with the regards to the company, we've had some health insurance issues. Our health insurance currently has just skyrocketed. I mean, absolutely skyrocketed.
Thanks, guys.
When I say skyrocket, I'm talking about through the roof. I mean, it's astronomical. So, but come to find out that the person at ADP that was supposed to be shopping our insurance for us with Blue Cross Blue Shield wasn't doing it the proper way. So we're waiting on some quotes from them, from
Okay.
not just Blue Cross Blue Shield, but some other people. And so we're waiting to hear back on that, but what they had returned to us was just almost triple cost of current coverage, almost triple. So,
When you talk to them, you let them know that Jeff's not gonna be on the policy anymore?
yes, but I mean, if you're getting a quote for now, it's for right now, and they're getting,
It's history.
Well,
right,
We can find.
history, exactly. So, and then we're also working with ADP to look into profit sharing.
Yeah.
We're looking at that through ADP. So we're waiting for them to compile some information on that, and I'll bring that to you as soon as we get a
Okay.
package from them, or whatever kind of information they bring.
Because Adam was looking into some of that stuff too. so,
Yeah,
we-
per Adam's request, we went and did that.
We're going to follow up on Friday. Medical cost sharing, John and I went through kind of the packages and what's there. He's got some concerns about some of the employees, whether it's going to be in their best interest. So we've decided to table that, really focus on just renewing what we currently have, and then focus on the profit sharing.
Okay, good. Okay, thank you.
Oh, there. Let's go to the Weymouth update, the back berm. Dorman's ready to start, we're ready to start. We don't need permits if we're ready to start.
I say we start. I mean,
Let's go.
My side.
I had a meeting with David Willems with regard to the easement that they wanted. That was on a Monday morning 3 weeks ago, and he was going to get something out Monday afternoon. And Tony, you haven't received anything? I haven't. So he assured me that the easement that they were looking at would have nothing to do with the landscaping. And I said to him, if it does, then you have to fix it. So I would say just go ahead. Let's start. Let's get it going.
Do we have irrigation out there?
Yes, we do, yes, we do. We had to do that, that was, I almost a year and a half ago we put that in.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Is it working?
Yes, it's working, because actually the feed, the back, through the gate back here, actually comes from Duffy's parking lot all the way down that berm and feeds that way. Chuck, I'm gonna forward this to you, man, because I don't know, Dorman, they want a deposit on this. Are they allowed to get a deposit on this, or?
We can do it. We'll have to pay it out of the district first, and then we'll reimburse the district for the deposit.
Okay.
Part of the requisition that pays them as well.
Okay,
How much of a deposit are they?
40%,
Okay.
which is $57,000.
Okay.
Who signs this? Because this is, I don't know if this is their signature, or it looks like their signature to me. But there's nothing to sign. I don't know if, is there anything that needs to be signed, or?
Yeah, we should put them under contract, so.
Should we send them a contract, or they're going to send us a contract, have them?
If you'll provide that to me, that becomes the scope to their contract, I'll get that out.
Would you need a
Do you want me
W-9?
to sign it?
No, they have all that
That's
stuff.
okay.
They have all that.
Okay.
That's what they sent me.
Yeah, we won't.
That's what Leslie brought home.
We have all their information, because they've done work with us before.
And they,
The whole thing.
yeah, that's all I was told was sent through the email through Leslie, that's what she brought for me.
We do have a schematic, which was in
I mean, I got the.
meeting notes.
Plan, you mean the con, you want like a terms of the contract and all, like a?
Oh, there it is, okay.
Oh.
Got it. Yeah, if you've got a schematic that goes with that, that'd be great.
The plans?
Yeah.
All right, I'll get to that too, I'll make a note of that. As far as budget, also, I've completed the prospectus for the next 6 months. I'm been crunching some numbers. I got to get with Chuck about, these leases are kind of messed up this year. We got a lot of, like 2 or 3 leases coming in. It's not going to be fun, but we'll figure that out. And get some other little kinks worked out. But I'd say by next month, next meeting, I'll have most of my numbers pegged down.
I'm just waiting on you for your numbers.
Okay.
I also noticed the personnel expenses seem to be trending really low for the year to date.
On common grounds.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there, but if you look at the financials or even look at the proposed budget year to date, which is 50%, says Health Park, you're trending behind budgeted amount by quite a bit, even on a proration. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, so we need to look into that.
Yeah, so-
And next time high too on golf course, which
Well, then take a look at your personnel. They have
something's going on.
They have some
Okay.
personnel being assigned to golf that should be assigned to common grounds. So.
What else? Oh, stump grinder boats, stump grinders. So I went and got a couple quotes, or 3 actually. Where are they? I looked into Vermeer, looked into Barretto, and I looked into, which one is this? How do you say that? Bomba-Lite. They're all about 30 horsepower stump grinders, 19-inch or 19-inch discs. The Bomba-Lite comes in around about 29,000. The Vermeer came in at like 48,000, so I kind of just toss on that one. That's a little rich for our blood. And then this Barretto came in at about 28,000. The difference I think between the two, the Bomba and the Barretto, is the Barretto's local, so we got support like that if you need to drop it off somewhere. This comes out of Canada, we just don't have the on-ground support for it.
Right.
You know, everything would be.
What about warranty on those on both?
The warranties, very similar. I don't even know if this has it on here. No, but I know they were pretty similar. Let's see if I can get one. No, I don't see it on here. I can get that for you though.
I'm sure they have one. I would assume they would. Piece that
Yeah.
expensive.
So, yeah, it's going to be an hour thing based on the hours.
That's how most of that equipment is it's
Based on the hours and time.
hours used, yeah.
Yeah.
What would it cost to rent one?
Oh, I don't know. I couldn't honestly answer that. I mean,
We can look into it.
minimum 400 to 500 a day.
Yeah.
For something this size, minimum 400.
How
Because I just
often?
rented a little trencher, a little walk behind trencher, and it was like 300.
How often do we need it? That's the question.
Yearly, so it's something to be used yearly, and to the point of wanting to get it now, to Phil's point a while ago, Phil kept saying, hey, this gets, stump grinder, and chipper, to his, but we just, financially, it didn't make sense. But now we have enough work out there right now that would cover about the cost of half of this. Like we had a contractor come in.
Okay.
So So that's just what I was thinking, that's why I brought it up. I mean, we can shelve it, we don't table it, we don't have to do it. I mean,
The other thing that I'm thinking, and I hate to bring this up, but with hurricane season coming,
Right.
I'm hoping it's not, I'm hoping it's like last year and it's not bad, but we had to have companies come in and,
Yeah, and they're $3,600 a day.
yeah.
During
So
hurricane
that's, and I'm thinking that, not just this year, but down the road. And if it's something that you're going to use every year, I think it's, if the warranty's hourly, it's not something you're using every day, but we're using it every year to do
I'll
that.
get that, I'm sorry, I didn't have that.
It's good to have it longer, because we're, like
I'm
you
just-
said, not using it.
Yeah, it seems to me like, John, correct me if I'm wrong, but you probably use a chipper more during a hurricane than a grinder, right? Some grinder?
I use a chipper a lot.
Yeah, you would use the chipper more during a hurricane more than, pound for pound.
I'm just wondering, like if we're gonna buy
Priority.
one, which
But
one's the priority, you know?
Right now, we need a stump grinder more than a chipper.
Yeah.
Fair enough. And like,
Right at the
I know in
moment.
between,
But a chipper, you
11
would use it
as well.
around, because if we had a chipper, a lot of stuff you'd chip up.
Yeah.
Because it'd save you land, now it'd save you a little bit, I mean, so a landscape for 100 yards right now, which we typically get once a month, and we split that between common grounds and the golf course, is around like $780
yeah,
for the load. So, if you could save maybe a quarter of that, so you maybe save $3,500. 32, something like that, best a few loads a year by chipping stuff up. But let me tell you this, and I don't know what the insurance requirements are on chippers. I don't know, they're the most dangerous piece of, hands down, they're the most dangerous piece of equipment known to man. Man. So, just throwing that out there,
Yeah.
yeah, when I look at the
There
stump
may be a special
grinder,
insurance for it.
we're gonna need it for, I mean, you could use it over on 13 right now with those stumps, and
Yeah.
then going out the back gate, where you cleared on 10, in between 11 and 12, I mean, there's,
A lot in between 11 and 12. There's a lot of stumps that just never got taken care of due to the fact that I wasn't gonna call somebody to come in here and just to handle, one or two stumps for $1,500. It just wasn't economically feasible.
Well, I'd like to make a motion to go ahead and,
But if you want to table that for, we can,
It's something we're always going to use.
Are you wanting to get it now, or would it be something more towards next fiscal
well, for
year's
the work that we
budget?
currently have done, I'd like to get this work done during the summer before the rains come in, because 11 and 12, where a lot of the work is, and
Right.
it'll full of water.
Yep,
Yeah.
no, I agree.
So it won't be able to get to until the fall or, late, early winter if I don't.
I'd like to make a motion to buy the stump grinder from,
The American company.
Not the Canadian.
American, yes,
The
American.
local company.
the local company.
The Barron is the name of the actual.
I'll second.
Thank you.
So on this, Jeff, so would we split this between the common grounds and the golf course? How would we work that out?
And how do we finance it? Do you want to,
That would make sense in financing.
what do we just buy?
I just say buy it outright and split the cost.
Can we capitalize that?
Okay.
Yeah, you don't want to take a loan for that, I would say,
You've got enough surplus.
Right, yeah.
30 grand.
Yeah. Okay, so,
quickly become a 65 grand piece of equipment after you're done financing.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll get
Based on
contact with you
15
some.
grand of fund. Just split it down the middle between the golf course and the common ground?
Yeah. That sounds
I'll
good.
get with you next week on this, and
Give me the budget numbers and get me there, get them the invoice, and we'll go ahead and get it processed.
Okay. Any other board comments?
There wouldn't be any reason for...
Okay.
that's coming next.
That's coming next. That'll be our next budget. Put it in your budget for next year. Okay.
Yeah, but I think the bigger concern for me now is like the safety aspect of it, like,
Yeah.
the training that you're gonna get, the workers' comp, are we covered, all that stuff.
Can you check with the insurance company to find out if we do buy one,
What would it, what liability?
what would it entail?
Yeah.
That's your financial call,
The chippers,
that'd be Joe Manzolo.
Mangelo, yes.
It's going to up the insurance.
it'll up the insurance. You're gonna have to, there'll be certain people that can run it.
Yeah.
Is it a situation where you find other communities basically contracting it out just because they want to avoid that extra liability and insurance?
There's a lot of that,
I mean, we've always done that.
Jeff's point, there is some savings in trying to mulch down your piles and lessen the number of loads, but you also got to factor in the fact that you're running labor to run that chipper.
That's right.
And the expense of the labor and the increased cost of insurance. So.
Depreciation.
I've kind of done that and said, that's not worth it. You know, we'll have the professionals come in like at the time of the meeting when it comes to a chipper.
Okay.
Stump grinders, absolutely, they're waiting for.
And it'd probably be harder to get one around hurricane season if something were to happen.
Right. So, all those in favor? Opposed? You're good with it. Okay, thank
One
you.
other thing regarding the budget, as I crunch these numbers, has the board discussed what we're going to shoot for as far as pay increase? We're going to do standard living this year, which is 3% again, typically, where it's right now.
Adam? I'm going to
Or do we
defer
wanna
to you,
wait?
Adam.
Cost of living adjustments, 4%.
4%?
Yeah.
Is that what we want to go at, 4%?
Well, do the budget that way and let's see.
Okay.
See what other, I mean, is there any way we can find out what other places are doing? If they're all trying to do 4% or some are doing more? You know some of the guys, John.
Check it
Okay.
around.
Yeah, but I would work with the budget with the 4%.
What were the raises last year?
I'm sorry?
5.
Didn't we go up
5.
a lot?
No, that was the year before. Last year was 5, the year before that we did 9.
You did adjustments,
The adjusted
Yeah.
market adjustments.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think it's worth having ADP kind of like run some numbers for you. They can like help provide some data on, what other people in the area are making, similar type roles. That would be a good market kind of comparison.
And John, if they have they have our payroll, maybe they can run it at 4%, 5%, just to see what,
We also need to add in there the profit sharing piece into your budget. Yeah.
and that would be in Jeff's budget as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Or whatever's.
Yes.
Well, both sides.
That's
Okay.
it, that's all I got.
That's it?
Yes, ma'am.
And you have time to spare.
Oh, no, that's it.
Okay.
No problem, if anybody's questions.
Okay.
Actually, I've got a question, Margaret. Sure. Just before you go, what's up with that Lancaster tree?
Taken care of, it's gone.
Okay. Was it
Matter of fact,
ours?
yes, because of
Okay.
that 13-foot easement. There's a 13 or 10, I keep forgetting that lake bank easement. I think it's 10, even regardless, it was still ours.
Okay.
And then there was a dead cypress that was laying down in the water, been there a while, it's like, you know what, good opportunity to come get this thing too. So,
Okay. I was just
take care
curious.
of it.
Thanks.
Okay. Jeff?
Well, the month of May has been very good to us. First time in a couple of months that we've actually made or surpassed budget, which was excellent. As you know, June 6th will be my last day. Thanks, bud.
Thank you.
I gave you one candidate's resume there. I have another one, Jordan Balls, that I can give you guys. Adam, or one of you guys, I'll see you in the next couple days. Josh, the candidate you have in front of you, he worked there as well. He works at Tiburon now. He's the first assistant there. He's a good kid. They're both great kids. Jordan's not a kid anymore. He's 34 years old, which shocked me because he worked for me when he was 20. Actually 19. I'm like, I'm not that old. How's he that old? He has 4 kids now. When he left here, there were some personal issues he had, and I think he's got on top of those, and he's doing a great job at Esplanade, so he's a viable candidate. And of course, you have Kyle. Kyle's a very viable candidate, as was stated earlier. He's a great kid, he's a great guy. He's an entrepreneur, there's lots of good things, there's lots of qualities in all these young men. And there's the other possibility, maybe you should take a look at Tyler. He's young, he doesn't have Class A. He can be expedited in that program and do it quicker. But, just to be fair, I think, to him, give him a look, maybe have an interview, talk to him, see what you think. I mean, this isn't what we wanted, but we do have viable candidates, and I'm sure you'll have other viable candidates as you go along. I made my peace with Bobby. I called him up, made my peace with him. I mean, I told him how unprofessional I thought it was handled. He didn't disagree. He told me that, circumstances worked out differently in what he wanted, and he was kind of stuck in a no-win scenario. But I wish him good luck, and I understand, he's got a family. He's got a little one now and possibly another one coming. They want to have another kid, so, as far as the golf course, like John was saying, with the bridges going in, we'll look at, the closure starting June 10th. We'll have 9 holes only. We'll probably stay on what the airification rate after the airification's over. Saturday we reopen, and then you go to the 10th, and we go to 9 holes twice. We'll probably be on that same rate. Do something like 40-35 and 35-30 for res. I think that's fair, and then beyond that, that'll be on to you guys how you want to handle it. I'll hope that that'll go in 2 weeks, and if it goes in 2 weeks, I think we're gonna have a really good summer. I think we've got a really good May, and we'll have decent June despite these closures, and then once we get back on plane with a regular summer, we should have a good summer this summer, and we should be able to make budget and potentially make up some of the shortfall we had due to the